Okay, so the last thing I was doing yesterday was trying to fix this bug where my texture is not showing up. So let's start Remedy. So yeah, there's a texture here that it should not be white. And I'm not really sure why that is. And I need to figure out today what is the cause. Now, I was looking at this website, learnopengl.org or com. Yeah, com. This website, it has it had some reference to debug or error. GL get error. So I think if we just put that here somewhere, it might just tell us what the problem is. Zero. Okay. Well, I need to do that. Okay. Also, one thing I wanted to do, because right now, whenever I run the program, it's off screen for you. You can't see anything. So I wanted to, where do I define that? In Win32 window. Okay, I'm just setting it here somewhere. So from the left, let's say 550. And it doesn't spawn, it's not enough. So maybe 1,000. And now it should spawn where you can see it immediately. So I don't have to move it every time. Eyo, pralinka. Let's see. Okay. So apparently I'm getting no errors at all. It might be just because of the printing has no, or drawing doesn't have an error. I'm more interested in this bind texture. That's no error. And this is texture 0. Is there a way for me to verify that this thing actually has a texture? There's one thing I could try also. I could try R here. And I can do what Gemini told me yesterday, GL alpha, make this red instead. Yeah, that wasn't working either. What if... I don't actually have to compile there, but... Okay. See, that's something. That is something. I keep forgetting that. Can I do that? Error. Okay. It didn't like that. Um, okay. These are all 0, except the alpha. So I need to verify what's inside the alpha channel somehow. So I need an example doing this. So here it is. It's generating the texture like here. It's binding the texture into, you know, this ID. Then setting the parameters. Repeat or clamp, doesn't really matter. Filter, linear, minmap, whatever. And then GL image 2D, texture 2D, format. Format is something like this. GL alpha, what I'm using. Generate bitmap, not super important right now. And then it's returning the texture, which is, you know, this GL uint. So like I'm doing the same here, just for like creating the texture. And here we have draw, active texture. Plus unit. Okay. So they're saying that the units, this is probably like, yeah, diffuse, specular. So they're using different different indices has different types of textures, but it's like it's consistent across different objects. So we have active texture, texture 0, bind texture, texture 2D, and then the I first. The shader is there. That's the input. I don't really know. What is this? Auto I, M texture. So I think that's just doing the same as me. GL uniform 1. So that's something I'm not doing, this thing. That's in the drawing. The uniform location, right? So that is the program. Text, no. Shader program dot uniforms was uniform 1, right? IDX. And what was the second one here? V1, V0. The new values. I don't think it, I don't know. I don't really know. Let's try it out. Nothing happened. Oh, there's an error. Where is the error? It's right next to it. The error 1282. Invalid operation. Where's the like the OpenGL documentation? This is some forum. Gee, thanks. Okay. So I'm misunderstanding something about this. I have the location and a float. I don't understand the purpose of it. Aha, aha, okay. The but it's a sampler 2D, right? So also I just realized I'm not actually passing the I'm not doing much with the UVs. Or no, those are based on the vertices. Never mind. Yeah, like I'm binding this texture and then I'm setting like I'm assuming this uniform would be setting the index of the buffer for the texture itself. But then it's giving me illegal operation. Yeah, floats. Like it should be an integer. I think I was trying to use an integer yesterday. Okay, so there's no error now. So am I just telling it to use the slot 0? Yes, use slot 0. So then the question is, like, there's something in the texture, right? And I think it's drawing it using the UVs correctly. But I'm gonna have to verify that, that the texture is actually correct. So where do I texture? Where did I load the font? In main. So I'm gonna make another texture. It's gonna be RGBA. So that would be okay, something like that, right? So we have our test texture, and we combine that. Unsigned byte. Was there one for RGBA? I don't think so. How is that incompatible? What are you talking about? It's not incompatible. Okay. We're binding that texture. So we have our bitmap. Text. Okay, so we get that in the next texture. We're binding it. Well, this thing we need to add also. So GLUint, and it's color or channels. I think. Right? This one. So cool. That's RGBA. This one is GL alpha. And I need to update the header also. Let's change the shader. It's black, but we go to the draw. Let's change this texture. Two dot index. So I don't know. Like I need to find a way to debug this. Oh wait, no. Okay, so that is working. It was just wrong texture. Okay. It looks a little bit funny, but that looks like it's working. Hoi. I think the UVs might be messed up. Because I'm thinking, okay, this is... let's stop it from spinning. Let's see what's actually going on here. So... well, anyway. This is our texture. And I would expect the top left to be red. It's actually top right here. Then... see, it's kind of like zigzagging. It's like somehow it's like flipped. You see, like, there's no reason why these should be diagonal, right? So I'm pretty sure the vertices are messed up in game. So this is the bottom left. That would be 0, 0. So that would be the bottom left corner. The bottom left corner is red. Are we saying that the first pixel is on the bottom left? I would assume so. I guess not. OpenGL, I need to search this. Right? The texture goes from bottom left corner 0, 0. But the texture itself is defined from the top left. So that is correct, right? So why why then is the pink one on the right side? Top right. That makes no sense. Are these... is this even correct? Like... I was just like typing them up, trying to keep everything in memory. So like the thing is, it doesn't look upside down. It looks like it's rotated. And then the second pixel is on the opposite side, diagonal, when it should be next to it at in some place. So that's why it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, it's storing it like this. Wait, huh? This makes no sense. So like this is already incorrect because that's not how it's looking like. Well, I'm having no errors anymore. Let's try that then. No, it doesn't work. Unpack alignment 1. Oh, am I unpacking it wrongly? Because I'm just like kind of hacking something together. Here. Should be like that. Too few arguments. Well, okay. Maybe it's Pixel Store I. I don't have anything like that. What is this? Pixel storage modes. Are they talking about the fact that this unpack thing has to be in my texture? The function definition thing, bind texture, like here, I have to put it somewhere there. Is that what they're doing? There's nothing here. Like, are they talking about this? Here, this bitmap, that actual pointer has to be aligned, or are they talking about the data inside? Because the data inside is aligned. Like, I'm writing it down. It's not big, but it's aligned. As long as the, like, I don't know where this is created, if that needs to be aligned too. I guess we can try it. Nope. Like, it doesn't make sense. How are they diagonal to each other? So again, if I'm looking at the game, bottom left, that's the position. 0, 0. Bottom right, plus, minus, 1, 0. So it's following these signs, right? 1, 1, top right. It's also plus, plus. And then top left, 0, 1, left, and top. So that is correct. There's no weirdness going on there. Okay. I'm gonna have to just ask. So sometimes it's very good at seeing the issue even with a lot of code. So maybe it will help me. And drawn like this. And you know, don't complain about the draw function, because I'm just like, I'm literally trying to figure out how it's working before I clean it up. Because I don't really understand this texture thing. Like, what is, how is it diagonal? Mismatch between how I define my C array and how I'm telling OpenGL. Yes, I'm calling with 2, 2. That is correct. So it is my fault. Huh? It's the bitmap. It's U8s. It was always U8s. What is the issue? I'm saying that it has RGBA. Exactly. Text parameter. Mag filter. uh, that's just different interpolation. Yeah. It's red. Blah blah blah. Um. So it didn't understand anything at all. Okay, great. Maybe if I share a screenshot, it will get it. Stride. It's the correct colors, so I don't think it's the stride. But the stride is the same. So what it's talking about here is I am having my vertex in my game header. And it has position, UV, and color. One shader the color shader is using position and color. And then it gives that to the pixel shader and it uses that. So it's using this one and this one. And as you can see, that is working just fine. This triangle here is having the correct colors that I've set up in the vertex data right here, or there actually. Red, green, and blue. This is exactly what it is, and its interpolation is perfect. Everything. The rectangle has the same data. Or you can see it's red, green, blue, and then what is this, pink or something? I'm not really sure. Some other color, green and red. The issue is I'm not using that. So in my where I set up this entity, I have my uniforms, the MEP. This is the thing that is the matrix that is putting the object at some place. And then we have the attributes. And the attributes are the position and the color. The position being the actual vertex location, like this thing. So for position and color, I have the stride. The stride is I am setting it up somewhere here. Size of we have the offset of color, size of vertex. That's the stride. And if I go down to this other shader that I made, again, this matrix, also the texture. Again, it's the vertex stride, and the UV is the correct size. It's the offset of UV, offset of position. That should work fine, or like I don't see the issue with it. And it's talking about, okay, assuming your vertex struct is looking like this, the stride is that, then I put the stride in all of them. Like you can see here, this attribute, shader attribute, stride. And this shader attribute is later used to this a get attribute location, right? That's what it was mentioning. Enable vertex attribute array. Am I doing that? Yeah. Okay. So we have this, the attribute ID. We are passing that in. It doesn't say anything about, okay, like we set it up once and then we like just activate it for this program or something like that. The attribute pointer, you can see here I'm putting in the stride and the offsets. The type and count, whatever. ID, index. And they are floats. You see GL float. GL false, I'm not really sure. Here. So like I'm setting it up the same way. I'm fairly sure. Again, this would be nice if I could debug it. I'm attaching the shader program, but I think I'm just overriding it in the drawing thing later. This is the problem. Right. Here, shader attribute. What was this offset again? So I have my attribute offset of position, yeah? But it's not exceeding 255. Are you dumb? That's why I put it as a U8. Okay. Wait. No, the element array buffer. I don't know. Oh, nice. Where? In draw? This thing. What did I do? What? Why does that okay. Now that's quite interesting. Wow, okay. Suck on this. What was the error again? Access violation reading location 00. So basically do the same thing that I was talking about. Like, see, this is the issue with AI. Or asking how do I do this and this and this? Because that is the stupidest advice. Probably it could have given me. No, I don't want you to do that. I want to know where could the error be that is making. So like, is there a way to debug it, please? Can I debug OpenGL? Deeper. Like, I don't know, because I tried using RenderDoc. Gil, get error. Thanks. I tried using RenderDoc. It doesn't really let you do a lot of things. I could open it up again and see. I never tried NVIDIA Insights. I think there is some sense in saying the second triangle is offset by some amount. But the issue is that the vertices, like the position data, is completely fine. So I'm not really sure why that would be. So I want to change this back. GL clamp to edge, I think it was. So like I feel like it's probably some kind of stride issue, and I could try to like clean that up. Ah, great. It was not clamp to edge. Linear. Yeah, okay. So I could try to clean that up. I do want to open up RenderDoc again and see what is going on here. So we have texture 47. Can I look at it? Yes. So the texture looks like I would expect. We go here to main. So it's drawing from the bottom. The first pixel is blue. We can even make this more obvious. Okay. So for some reason, when I'm closing the application in RenderDoc, it doesn't actually close the process. So now I have to find it. Now, the I don't want to save it. I think I have to do that. Now I close RenderDoc and maybe now I can find it. Yes. So this wasn't here before. I had to close RenderDoc to see it. I have to just add a close button later. Yeah. Now we can look at this texture. Texture viewer here. I didn't rebuild it. Okay. Now we have this mess. There. So we can see first pixel on the bottom left, it's blue. Then it's bottom right, green. Then it's red on the top left. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, as I would expect. When we look at what's actually being drawn, this is just wrong. So the red one that should be in maybe the top left corner or the bottom left corner, it's on the bottom right corner. The color next to it, hello? Now I can't see it anymore. Why can I not see it? It's there. They're tiny, tiny. Okay. Like 2000%. Okay, maybe I'll just make a screenshot. So So let's just start by saying I would expect this to look the same. But here you can see that if we rotate this clockwise, this is kind of what we're looking for. No, actually not. Blue and purple is what we're looking for. Right. Blue, purple, red. No, blue and green is what we're looking for. That's what I'm talking about. Like this is what we want. So it means that it's reading the pixels wrong. Can I make a point out of this? I think it's just some setting somewhere, and I have to be a little bit more careful with setting everything up. So I guess we'll just go through all the code again. This I will not be changing. But what if we are just drawing one triangle? If we're only drawing one triangle, then in the, where would that be? In OpenGL drawn. Of course, it's running. Oh. So I guess those are vertices, not triangles. There. Here is one triangle. And you can notice that this is in the top and it's blue. But if we're actually going here, is it rotated at all? So it's the second entity. Rotation is 0. Bottom left, bottom right, top right. Bottom left is having 0, 0 UVs. And somehow, instead of being blue, it's being green. So it should never start on the second row like that. So I guess the attributes have to be incorrect. So we're grabbing this shader program, right? Or well, the pointer to it, but it's not set up yet. We are loading the files. We're creating the shader program. It's a vertex shader. Sure. But there's no separate one for textures, right? No, you have compute shader, vertex, test control, geometry, fragment shader. Okay. So that's all good. This one is probably the character size count. Okay. Yeah, there's only one source. The length, it ends at 0. Yes, yes, yes. We compile it. There's no issues. I guess maybe I should after doing that, I should probably get the error. Get error. So if that's not 0, then print it's a uint, right? Enum. So it doesn't really matter, I guess. Error. And return error. Cool. Okay. Where was I? Well, now the source is different, so I have to recompile it. Yeah, error 0. Error 0. Nothing weird going on there. We create a program. It's a good value. Attach the shaders. What was this again? Graphics check error. Oh, it is using this. Okay. I'll think about that later. Yeah, link it. Detach the shaders for some reason. Then we set up the uniforms. The uniforms are fine. Texture, also okay. Now, should it be this type? Probably. Like, I'm just overriding it anyway because of testing, but also let's maybe. Can I make this a little bit larger? I know there's a way. Something very simple. Style. Here we go. Well, that's just the UI. Here we go. Okay. Now it's a little bit easier to read. So, where was I? Yeah, the uniforms should be fine, but we have the attributes. So we have SP attributes. Attribute count is 0 at the moment. I will set it to 2. This is a pause. It's the size is 2. Maybe this should be called size. Offset, it's at the start because that's it's the first thing in the vertex. The stride is the full vertex. So it's 8, 16, 24 plus 4, so 28. So that's correct. The type GL float is correct. The second one, 2, that's correct. The offset 8 is correct. The stride 28 is correct. Type is correct. I didn't set up an ID index or ID yet. And then get the uniform locations. That's fine. Attributes. So we have attribute location of position in this program specifically. And we're getting this index. I don't know. That looks good to me. Then we'll free the files. Entity count, create shader entity. Okay. What is this? VAO. I forget exactly what this is. It's like vertex buffer object and vertex array object. Size of vertex. It's the entire buffer. And this is the triangle. So this GL buffer data. It's just literally the size, which is the vertex size times the number of vertices. The data is the data usage static draw. It's probably good. Save that. Then EBO element array buffer. So that's the like integers that are making it up. These things, they are also fine. That's not the issue. Attribute count, cool. We have the attribute. What? Okay. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. This is for the triangle, by the way. So it seems like this didn't work for the triangle. Even though it literally does work later. Could not get it, could not get it, could not enable, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. We are on the second one. Okay, I think this might be the issue here. Shader program 0. And graphics setup. Oh, that looks a lot better. Of course, it doesn't. I'm having a different error with the triangle, but this looks a lot better. Okay. Notice how AI was just making me create more bugs rather than helping me, which is fun. But never mind. It's, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. Where was it? Here. Yes. See, now it looks like it should. Red, pink, or purple, blue, green. That's beautiful. That also means that I can probably go back and use the correct texture that I actually wanted to use. This one. And see what's happening. I think that's because of the shader. So the shader here, texture, yes. It shouldn't be using this one. Okay. Oh well. I can try something different though. Just to see that it's working, right? Back to OpenGL draw. Oh wait, no. GL alpha. Hmm? Yeah. Like it doesn't really matter. Mm, I am not sure about that. There might have been more places I set that up. So yeah, that still doesn't work. Shada. It's a shame. But I can fix now the triangle, and then hopefully we will not have these errors anymore. Oh, we are having an error already. Oh. We have our vertex shader. Compile. It's fine. Oh. 1281. Invalid value. A value parameter is not legal. Huh? If length is null, each string is assumed to be null terminated. I have to check for errors. So I do this GL. This thing doesn't mean anything, I think. Like technically, if I run out of memory and this returns something like GL invalid enum or something. Basically what I'm saying, I don't think this will ever happen. What actually will happen is the this thing, check error. And this graphics check error, if it's 0 at all, you know, something like that. So yeah, if the shader source has an issue, we are doing that. If the compiler doesn't work, it could not compile. And otherwise, we assign it. Compiles just fine. Then we do the same thing for the pixel shader. Compile shader. And then we assign it. And then we create the program, blah, blah, blah. Great. No errors. Good. Then we have uniform type count. There's only one in the regular color pixel shader. Only one uniform. Yes. So we set that up. This is the attribute. It's the position, stride type. Second attribute, color. 3 offset 16. Is that accurate? I believe yes. There's 2 attributes. Uniform count 1. We get the uniform ID. Yep. No errors. And then attribute count. We get we create this index. Was there an error there? Name, position. Yeah, that was fine. Okay. 1 for the color. Fine. Read the sources. Go on to the next one. So when we're coming down here, 0 and 1, that's fine. No errors. No issues at all. So now we're back to the original problem, that it's just straight white. It's a 1-dimensional buffer. It's 1 byte buffer. Unsigned byte. That's fine. Texture 2D. When I'm drawing, that's just the location. The sampler has to know that it's only 1 byte. So I guess it's time to open up render doc again. We have texture 46. It's black. Why is it black? Well, this is what I'm looking at, or what I want to look at. I think that is my yeah, width and height. This is my alpha character. The font I was trying to draw doesn't look great. Interesting. I think it's just doing it in as 4 bytes, displaying it as a 4-byte image instead of a 1-byte image with one channel. Custom one, like I don't know how to set it up. R8 norm. Can I see more data about this? For example, what's the byte size of it here? 324 bytes. So it is one byte per pixel. So API, no, I just want to display it as 1 byte by 1 byte per pixel. Anyway, even if this is what it's trying to draw, it's not what it's drawing. Like this is white completely. There's no alpha there. So it looks to me like the size of the buffer is correct, but somehow Let's see. There. For whatever reason, the shader doesn't get it. GL alpha is deprecated. Use GL red instead. One byte alignment. Yes. GLR8. Like this? Internal and format. Okay. Width height 0. Red. Unsigned bytes. And the data. Bitmap. An error. Okay. I guess that works. Great. Let's find this. Hey, that works. So now I can bring back the alpha like that. Yep. Why? It was working one moment ago. So I think I know why. I think the reason why is because I need to have a discard. So like if alpha equals 0, then just like a discard or however you do it in OpenGL. So let's see. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what is the GLSL discard a command. So what was wrong with my code? Like I don't get it. Well, I need to mix it with background then. It's a global state I have to enable. Maybe I already enabled it. Clear. Nope. Okay, but I want. Shouldn't it actually sample the background and the texture and then blend them together? Because this doesn't seem like it's working. Uh, oh, maybe that's why. Oops. Okay, that looks way better. Now it's still upside down. Maybe in here I can just set that. Make code point bind texture. Can I make the height negative or something? Like there's usually something like that you can do. Mm. I do wonder if that even makes a big difference. If because I feel like it doesn't. If I would just do like literally vec2. Because that fixes it in like one line, I think. Oh, or not. Yeah, that just fixes it. And I don't have to program anything else. I don't think that actually matters in terms of performance at all. So, what else? I guess I should clean this up a little bit. So this depends on the channels and the internal. Like, I feel like I don't understand the difference between the GLR8 and GL Red. I'm assuming that this can be a float or something else. Well, this means very specifically it's a byte, but it's already set here. So like it's just a little bit confusing. Why am I setting the same thing 3 times? And which should I actually use? But mm, I guess this one. GLR8. I have the same thing here. So I do agree it should be part of the texture data, like meta. Um, where is that? Here. Texture, texture, texture. Here, okay. So we need to have the type. How it's arranged. Then we have this internal. Like that. And then we have the GLU int what? Channels. These parameters, I don't know if I want to make them dynamic right now. Probably not a good idea. Actually, it shouldn't have the texture. I want to delete it immediately. I think that's good. Oh, Invalid texture type. What was... I think it should be, but I'm not actually certain. No? Oh, wait, of course, because I am using... What was the second one? No, it's the same. Zero. So I have all of that there. When I draw, I have this thing. For each uniform. Yeah. I don't think this should be... I have to say instead, not that this is a matrix, but this is a transformation matrix. This is a texture texture buffer index. So wherever I was... text slot. Or is there even a point to making it more generic? I don't really think so. guess I can push this for now. So then there's two things that I could do. I could generalize this to where I just take the no, I don't really want to generalize this until I add this into the shader, like somewhere in here or something. Like shader metadata. So I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, what I should do is I should start making more letters. Now it's interesting. If I do this now, well, you can't even really see it. It's too small. What if I make another one? Just B. It's going to draw on top of the A. No, it replaces everything that is there. Now, what is the sizes here? So we have our this is uninitialized. We get the width and height for A, by the way. What if I put I there? It's going to tell me that the width and height are not. Width is 3. Total width, total height. Because it's like times 5. And wow, interesting. Why? Because it's just so stretched. I want to, okay, so this box, right? It's dependent on the size of the texture. Like I kind of want to scale it up based on the texture. So in here, This load assets should happen before the game. I guess I don't have that open. Yes, this scale, I should be able to get the size of the font texture. Oh, is it this annoying? Textures 1. No, nothing is set up. Why though? Maybe I should load the assets before anything else. Yes, now I have the width and the height. So in my game, I can take this scale, take it 10, and I can do mul v3 f. Maybe not. I can just do the width is, well, it doesn't know textures. It doesn't know. How would I get around that? I guess I just have to do it outside. Hmm. And 1 dot scale dot x times equals that, and then y height. Oh. No? I need a short break, so I'll be back right away. Okay. Why did that happen? Is it the wrong thing? Where is it? That's the only thing I changed. Uh, The first shader entity has only one uniform. So why are there two? Or did I read it wrong? I'm using two eyes. Three programs. First one, set up. Second one, O. That doesn't belong there. One uniform. Draw it. Then we have the next entity. It's the mesh with that's correct. Hmm. This is not part of it, I realized, so. But okay, that looks correct. We are having a different shader program. So first we have shader program is 0. And it's taking the shader program 3. Then the next entity. Oh wait. The shader program is different. Right now it's 3. It's the wrong one. It's updating to 4. We use this program. We bind the new array. Then we have 2 uniforms. And then draw them. What is the issue then? It's like you blink and then something is not working. Let's just draw. Not this one. Am I dumb? What is going on? Textures, shader entities. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was working one moment ago. I'm confused. Ah, up to date. What? It's there. Where is it? Oh, wait. I don't know. This is stupid. There's no buffer bound. No resource. Where's the resource, mate? So when this returns 0, does that mean it didn't work? Invalid value. Is that 0? What is the value? Tell me the value. Just what is the value? $12.81. Sure, something is going on when this thing returns 0 here. Let me get the error thing. Get last. No. This one. $12.81. I had it here somewhere. This command is not legal. Invalid operation. Probably because of this texture thing. Do I have to put this above that? Size I. Just the number of buffers, right? Number of texture names to be generated. GLUint pointer. OpenGL really hates me today. I'm not sure it's supposed to be this difficult. Okay, target texture 2D. The name of a texture. Uh, I did something really dumb and I'm not sure what. Was it? Or 82? 82. E- 82 invalid operation. What? That's exactly what I had. 2D bind texture. Oh, like it's literally no changes. But that's not even set there, mate. I'm literally doing that. The OpenGL context is not active. I see. I see. Oh no. Okay. This load assets has to be after the init. That's the reason. That's an expensive lesson, man. So like, how do I tell if the context is active? Because I should put that on my OpenGL GL get current context. So I need to assert that it's not 0. Undeclared function. WGL. Context wasn't initialized yet. Okay. And if I build for Emscripten, oops. Undeclared function. So what would that be? Nothing? I'm not even sure. True type not found. Undeclared function assert. Mm. File packager. That's true. Okay. Could not load. Where is that actually? It's in assets. Alata. Fonts. Regular.ttf. Now, again, this is going to be replaced by a single file later. For now, I can just add all of them individually. Build finished. No. Could not load. Build failed. Ay, ay, ay. There was something I was doing to get the shader folder to be easily read. Something in the HTML. Oh, wait. I think I know why. See, I don't appreciate all of these dumb This will be not an issue later. Exception. Cannot read properties of undefined create texture. Because I'm doing this, but if I put it back down here, suddenly should be working. Yeah. And that is working. Okay. So all that aside, now we can do this. And we will get an error if the function is not initialized before we call it. Huh? Oh. Ooh, okay. 10 times. Maybe that's too much. Game. That's pretty good. Maybe 5. So now if I put in I there, that scales properly. And I can put in any character. And they're all having different sizes. Here we can see the size, the width is 9, height is 19. And I can, all the characters I need, I can put them into a, I can kind of pull them and put them into one array, and I can save it, and I can render them all into the same bitmap with the positions that they should be. And I can even have it like in one continuous. I don't think there's any penalty for having everything in one line instead of having a square. At least I don't imagine there would be. Not for something as small as a font. Like if it's an alphabet times 3 or something. If it would be 10K, maybe then you start running into issues. But even then, I don't think so. I can't imagine there would be any. But so, okay. That's what I will be doing tomorrow. And we'll take, finally, this is kind of running the way I wanted it to. I have my texture. It has alpha. And I can put all of that into a bitmap, and I can use that bitmap to later draw text straight from that. And I can render it at any size that I want for any resolution that I need. And that would be very good. So let's push everything. All right, beautiful. So thank you for watching. And man, that was very frustrating. I hope I get through the more frustrating things soon, because I'm getting tired of just hitting my head against the wall for this OpenGL. This is kind of stupid. So yeah, hopefully that will not be an issue after this week, and I can focus more on like actual fun things to program. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.